The Rap Roundtable.
After nearly 3 long years, Chyna Streetz has returned to the Rap Roundtable, and needless to say, a lot has changed in that time. Chyna, welcome back.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Of course. One of our favorite guests the first time around. She brought the energy. She told us off after we finished recording because she drank more than she was supposed to. And it was a fun time, but we love Chyna. She tells the truth, and that's what we need here at the Rap Roundtable.
Facts.
A truth speaker. So let's get right into it, Chyna. From the last time we saw you, it seems like you kind of like refocused yourself as an artist. Like your energy changed, the focus level increased, the intensity level increased as far as who you want to be as a brand.
Right.
What was the thought process going into that as opposed to like where you were prior to coming on our podcast?
Prior to me coming on the podcast the first time, I didn't really have, how can I say it? I really didn't have a foundation. And now I don't even give a damn about the foundation. I'm just going to get it done. So it's a by any means necessary energy now, you know. Y'all know I'm a Capricorn, so like we work hard. I'm a boss. I'm going to make it happen. And if ain't no way, I'm going to make it happen. So that was just the do or die attitude I had to have. I realized like, you know, I just realized that this shit was mine. Like I had to take it. Like that's just it, and that's all. Like I was letting my shit slip through my hand, and I had to grab it.
So it was a matter of you felt like you took more control of yourself, essentially?
I took more control of everything.
Okay.
Me and everything that associated it with it. Yeah.
Okay. I see the vision.
So,
Go ahead, Sam.
in you saying that this shit is yours, how do you look at the competition out there?
I don't want to be cliche and be like there is no competition, because it's always competition. Like it's more so me competing with the former me. It's more so what did I do before that I could outdo. Like if you look at other people as your competition, I look at that as a weakness.
Interesting.
Because the thing is, personally, I don't want to compete with anybody. Just being honest, I don't want to compete with anybody. I want to compete with myself because I look at myself as the best me that I could be right now. How can I be a better me?
Facts.
And the thing, you know, if you, like I said, if you just like competing with other people, you're going to be lost because the focus is not on you. That's one thing that I had to realize, that when you're focused on yourself, you shouldn't be worried about anybody else.
Look at you, life coach over here.
I grew up.
You know what I mean? Part of that process we got to see in real time. Myself and Deanie, we popped out. You had the show in Brooklyn with Vel 9.
I catch up.
Can you talk to us about how that came together? Like what made you decide, like, I want to do this venue at this spot with this artist right here?
Well, Vel's my bae, so shout out to Vel 9. And, you know, Vel is one of the women in this, you know, underground thing of ours that actually welcomed me with open arms, you know. One of the first, I'll say. And Tiana Denise is one of the other ones. But, you know, she really welcomed me with open arms. Like, it wasn't no shade. It wasn't, you know, that fake, oh, you the only female over here, I'm the only female over here competition bullshit. Like, I didn't have to deal with that with her. Wait, I could curse, right?
Yeah, come on now.
Absolutely.
No. Listen. So, you know, I didn't get that energy with her, you know what I mean? And I was at her and Rome's video shoot. So she was like, hey, you want to drink? Like, pour up and stuff. And that was a beautiful thing because I never experienced that, being a female rapper with other female rappers. And I'm going to just be 110% honest. I've never experienced, like, the camaraderie that woman has expressed to me. So we just been a tag team ever since. Like, we send each other records and stuff all the time. So, yeah.
I could tell because like, the energy in the room between the two of y'all was very genuine. So I was like, whenever I get to talk to Chyna again, I'm going to ask her about that because you made the point about it being competitive, not being very welcoming as far as that side of the argument when it comes to the ladies on the underground side. So it was fire to see that. Were you nervous that night though? Because again, Vel she really do that shit. And it's like sometimes people tend to overthink, like this person does this, so I gotta make sure I do that. Were you overthinking? Were you nervous? Like what was it like in that night? Because this is basically a headline to act for you.
No.
Okay.
I got
Chyna, while we're here on the conversation of the level up, where you've come since our last interview, one thing I've noticed, I won't call myself objective. I'm a little bit subjective. I'm rooting for you. You know what I mean? One thing I've noticed since our last interview is, we speak a lot here about, the cultivation of fan bases, right? Like who listens to this person, who listens to that person. One thing I noticed about you, especially as a female artist, is like you have almost 50% support from men and women. You know what I mean? I see just as many men in your comments as women. A lot of baddies in her comments. If you check the IG, the baddies support Chyna, okay?
So she had a girl at the door at that Vel 9 show that was like 6 feet and 5.
Listen, the girls love Chyna, bro.
At the door.
That's my bestie.
So
hey, bestie.
How can one say how they can cultivate that fan base where it's half female, half men, half, you know what I mean? Half women, half men, where it's like, somebody doesn't have to feel. There's a lot of people who say, I'm a guy, I listen to Shay Noir, or I'm a girl, I listen to Drake. But you were one of those artists that can get that type of love from both sides. Is that something you did specifically, or is it just natural?
Be authentic. Be yourself. I only talk about the stuff that I lived through. I only talk about things that I actually experienced. I only talk about me. My raps aren't about other people. They're about me and the life that I lived. There's people that can confirm everything that I ever rapped about. You want to check my resume? Go ahead. You want to check my rap sheet? Go ahead. There's proof out there, everything. And people know that I write my rhymes. So the people that are supporting me know that I do everything that I speak about. Be authentic. That's it. Guys feel me because they know what it's like to do certain things that I did, but I'm feminine about everything that I do, so the girls feel it too. The women, excuse me, y'all. But,
I tried to, correct yourself. Right?
I have to, because I correct anybody else, so.
Now,
But-
are you saying that there's artists out there that are not?
No, I'm just talking about me. See?
Sir, a little trouble.
Pot,
Stir some pot.
No, but that goes back to what I said originally. You literally have to focus on self. Like I did a lot of shadow work. And a lot of people don't actually put the mirror to their own face. And the thing is, when you actually look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, what the fuck do I need to change about myself to make myself better? Until you get to that point, you just clawing at nothing.
Some life lessons from Chyna, y'all.
Facts.
I just want to give you a little love. You know what I'm saying? I remember, like, for me, like, I was introduced to you as turn that shit off. You know what I'm saying? On the Rome record. But from then, you've come a long way. I remember seeing, for me, I think your first performance I seen you in was that Baby All Rights. And then after that, I think Chinatown Sound, there was Catch Up with Vel 9. Shout out to Jav on that. And we just, like, there was a record you sent us with Ox Omni. Shout out to Ox from a while ago.
Shout out to Ox.
And I just remember saying, like, yo, like, she might have something here. You know what I'm saying? And we've been watching the growth. Pause,
No, you can watch the growth.
watching the elevation.
They got Dini paranoid.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can see I got my eye on Jaw. Like,
Look, now he's checking
we
his
did our
own.
job.
I'm saying I gotta be on point. But I just
come
like
on.
salute to you for like coming a long way. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing. You had the joint from Hell to Chanel with on 183rd. Shout out to Big Bronx on the production.
We're gonna talk about that too. Don't spoil it.
And like
you know what I mean?
you just have come a long way. So I just wanted to like give you your props on that.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
my question is this, and I guess it'll have to be me to ask the question. You mentioned that you're not in competition with anyone.
Right.
It's all about you. And Vel 9 was one of the few women that embraced you
Right.
in the culture. I just, from your own perspective, from Chyna Streetz perspective, why do you think that kind of war is there between the ladies? Why that camaraderie doesn't happen as quick as it does with the dudes?
Because the guys make it that way.
Speak on it, Chyna.
Talk about
Expand on that, please.
I just said the guys make it that way. Think about it. Anytime I've ever like rapped prior to my success, the height of my career that I'm at right now, guys, when they approach me before, they be like, yo, I want you to be the female rapper of my crew. that's a thing to be the female rapper
yeah,
of
it
a
is.
crew. Like, people have that mentality, like, oh, you're nice, you're gonna be the female rapper in my crew. And you know, it's kind of weird when you're the female rapper of your crew and you're trying to elevate and someone else is trying to elevate next to you. It's not the same thing with men where it's like, oh yeah, I want to do this together. Now that's not to say the girls can't get along, because they do. It's not completely catty. I'm just saying, in my experience, I didn't have that same balance.
Copy.
Sin, you know you was about to ask a question. I don't want to step on you.
Oh, yeah, no, I had a question in mind because you were talking about your camaraderie with Vel 9. So camaraderie aside, if you get on a record, because you've been on records together, right? You get on a record together. Do you look at it as, oh, that's my homegirl, like we're gonna, just collaborate and both make a dope song? Or do you look at it as like, I'm gonna get on this track and it's dog eat dog and I'm gonna take a head? Like, what's that competition like?
For me, I'ma just be honest.
Just be honest.
Now I'm being honest. If the song is a sing-songy song, it's a sing-songy song.
Okay.
If we barring up,
Barring up.
bar up.
Talk about it.
That's that.
Fair
Yeah.
play. So you mentioned earlier that you write your own raps, right?
Facts.
But as we talked about earlier, the comment section is a thing, and people have their opinions, and it's like us as people who have decided to put ourselves in front of the camera, we have to decide whether we want to deal with the comment section or not. As you know, Chyna Streetz, emphasis on streets, is there's a minority of people who feel like, oh, Rowan writes your shit. How do you deal with that criticism of people who don't give you your credit as a person whose pen works?
Depends on what day of the week it is.
Oh, okay.
If you catch me while I'm PMS and I'm flaming you,
Talking.
I'm gonna flame your shit all the way the fuck up. I'm not even gonna lie. If you catch me during like after my period goes away, like right when I'm like,
That's why I love
ovulating and
China.
stuff like
Casual period talk. You know what I mean?
Real shit. No, because this is some okay. As a woman, this is real shit. Like, depends on what day of the week you catch me. If you catch me right before I'm about to go into the forest, yeah,
Forest.
I like that.
you about to die. Like, I'm gonna tear your head off. Like, it was this one guy, right? This is a funny. I'm sorry, dude. I don't mean to flame you, but you just an example. So anyway, he literally wrote. Someone gave me my props. Shout out to Matt Slander. He gave me my props.
That's a big deal coming from Matt Slander.
Shout out to Matt Landon.
Yeah.
So he gave me my props. You feel what I'm saying? He loves From Hell to Chanel, and I'm so grateful for all of his support because he really put a lot of eyes on me too. Dude, shouting me out. So now, his comment section. If you've ever been in his comment section, you already know the vibes. Some dude writes, "Oh yeah." Now, mind you, I was going in the comments because I don't like to read the comments because, like you said, it's shit like this in the comments. So I don't even want to be a part of that. Like, I'm an artist. At this point, I don't need to be debating with people. Like, I don't feel the need to do that anymore. I was actually going because I was looking for people that was giving me props because I was going to put them in a reel and just make it like, just stuff that, right.
Compilation shit.
Right.
Compilation
just,
of love.
But me just giving love back to the people that showing love to me. Like, that's how I like to look at it. Anyway, I happen to see this bullshit. He's like, sounds like Rome's writing. Never mind.
Yikes.
Oh, not the never mind.
Never mind.
Passive aggressive at that.
Super. So I'm like, I'm one of those people, stand on what you said. But also, if you're gonna say that, make sure you know what you're talking about. So I retweeted it. And he went under the guillotine after that because my fan base came for him. Like, it was real bad. And he definitely did. But, he went under the guillotine for that. And my thing is this. Depending on what day of the week you catch me, if I retweet that you said something negative about me, I do have a fan base. You're not you're gonna delete your page.
Off with your head.
Yeah, because they're coming for you. Like, I don't want to compare my fan base, but I haven't thought of a name for them, but they a little hive-ish.
All right, so let's move away from that and let's talk about
Stomped
your
out with
relationship with 183rd, which led to
twins.
From Hell to Chanel. How did you talk about how you connected with 183rd before we even get into the music? What was the starting point of that relationship?
Well, I had just dropped Hourglass, and Ghetto Diva was booming real crazy.
Facts.
And I was getting a lot of like love from a lot of people, and he had just did the album with Def Soldier, so he was in the circle. Coach linked that up, Rome linked that up, Coach and Rome linked that up.
Salute.
Shout out
to them. And Third was like, hell yeah, I work with it. This shit fire. You know what I mean? So we just started like, he sent me beats or whatever. He sent me the beat. I sent him the song back the same day. He was like, hey, yo, what? And I'm like, yeah, like the timing was just crazy.
And
like
the third got heat.
Yes.
That was a good link up. I ain't gonna. Yeah.
And it was just like, it was like Batman and Robin after that. Like, he just was firing and I'm firing right back. He's firing at me, I'm firing right back. Like, he's hence right back with Ox on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and
That's my joint.
and I was just like, wow, like I really felt good working with him because he listened to like all my griefs and all my complaints that I had, like dealing with other people and stuff. I don't like to talk negative, it's bad energy. But, he wasn't the typical situation. You know what I mean? And I respect his work ethic. Like, I'm so grateful to work with Third. Like, he will forever be on my album. So if you listen to my album, there's gonna be a Third beat on there. So
I like that.
because you know what, like as an observer, it seemed like y'all, it didn't just become a situation where I'm getting beats from 183rd and I'm rapping over it. It seemed like you guys were in this together and there was like a natural chemistry there. So by you saying that there's going to be one of his beats on future projects, can we expect maybe another full-on collaboration between the two of y'all?
maybe.
Okay. I see the vision. I really like that project. So let's get into that. From Hell to Chanel. Like,
Let's talk
what
about
was the
it.
story behind that? What did you want to accomplish with that project?
Exactly what it did.
As it should be.
Can't beat
Exactly what it did. Everybody's loving it. Everybody's feeling it. They rating it album of the year. And, it's a contender for album of the year. And I was like, thank you. It
Feels good.
Yeah, it feels real
Feels
damn
good.
good because I put a lot of work into that motherfucker. So I'm like, hell yeah, But it also, just seeing like the different people that actually like responded to me from that. You're not bigger than, in your mind as an artist, like I don't know how it is for other people, but you know that you're big, but you don't actually know how big you are until the people that you admire tell you that you're goated. So it's like, for me, I know I just messed up my eyebrow. Don't judge me, y'all. But it's like, for me, the responses that I got from the people that are like hip hop pioneers, I was like, wow, I really did something.
Right.
I shook some shit up. Like, that was my intention. But then when you actually get the energy that you put out, I was like, okay.
That's fire.
Now, speak on this, Chyna. What compliment meant most to you, or from who outside of your immediate circle? What did you see and you was like looking at it like, damn,
Dope question.
You think I'm dope? That's hard.
Bahamadia.
Wow. Lady royalty in the culture.
True honey buns.
That's a big deal.
That one shocked the shit out of me.
She's from the cloth.
Is that one of those deals where it's like you don't realize who's listening until they tell you they listening?
Yeah, like, I don't want to say what she said to me, but she said some real deep shit to me, and I never even would have imagined.
I'm sure as a person that's went through the game in the trials and tribulations, she probably sees you coming up and is like, yo, like she got something. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the ladies love to see when another person that's, a lady comes up and got that vibe too. It's hard to capture. So if you're getting that kind of love, I kind of want to know who else said something. I'm interested now. Bahamadia is vital.
We ain't
Eric B.
Eric B.
Eric B.
Iconic.
Shout him out.
Nah, I did. Shout out to Eric B.
and-
Listen, these is legends.
Yeah,
At the end
this
of the day,
is.
like,
This is.
that's why I said I was like flabbergasted. So it's like, you know, and you know, I'm not one of those people. I ain't even put the messages out there. I ain't, you know, how people be screenshotting and telling the whole world. Like, I didn't do that because I just, you know,
The love is the love.
I like to soak things up for myself, and when it's time to say it, like I only said it now because I'm here with y'all, but like that was for me, you know. I took, that's why I ain't share the message either, because you know I took what she said and I really took that shit to heart. You know what I mean?
That's
it was
dope.
one of those things that I was like, damn son, you know, you really doing what you need to do out here. Like I'm really like one of them
Working.
ones, yeah.
And it's well deserved, Chyna, because from the music to the live show to the visuals to the photo shoots, everything has been such a level up. You
For
feel what I'm
real.
saying? Like, salute to you.
Thank you. It's only about to go up.
Listen,
Nah, yeah,
and,
that's what's
and,
up.
and I gotta ask. Sorry, Sin.
Oh, go ahead,
You
go
tap
ahead.
right back in. I gotta ask, when going from Hourglass to From Hell to Chanel, what did you want to accomplish? Like, what was your mindset?
Okay, so Hourglass was like me just jumping in the pool, and me doing From Hell to Chanel was me trying to get the gold.
That's dope.
Great breakdown.
So, you know, I definitely set a standard for my own shit. So, you know, Hourglass 2 is on the way.
Talk about
Here we
it.
go.
And yeah, it's called Hourglass 2 Shifting Sands. And
We patiently awaiting.
oh yeah, sooner than later.
Because it's like when I heard that project, it felt like there was everything leveled up. So was it like a situation where you went in like the room and was like, all right, this is what we did with Hourglass. This is what I'm trying to accomplish with From Hell to Chanel. Was there like a plan? Like I did this here, but I want to do more here, or was it just a situation where you just let it flow organic?
Both.
Okay.
Both, because what happened was the first song I wrote from Hell to Chanel was entitled.
Okay.
And
Say that.
after that, I wrote Right Back. And as soon as I heard the beat, I wanted Ox on it. I said, Ox, you gotta be on this. Like I need your vocal tone on this. Like his tone is amazing. Like he's a beast. Like I can't wait for the world to like actually like hear him for who he is. The way I hear
that
him.
Je ne sais quoi album was fire.
Absolutely.
It actually was the most album I spun for that year. You know, Apple Music tells you this shit. So shout out to you, Ox. You got one, bro.
Facts. Shout out to Ox. I mean,
So with that title, From Hell to Chanel, the last time you were here, you talked about, you know, your personal experiences dealing with the law, etc.
right.
Did those experiences like directly influence the album title and some of the song structures?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What I'm going through is what I'm going through.
Yeah, but that goes back to what I said. I write about stuff that I actually live. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can copy and paste my work because they haven't lived my life.
Right.
Talk about it.
Like, I don't sound like these other people because my life ain't their life. Like, their life isn't my life. We might have similar experiences, but we don't view it the same. So I can only write it from my viewpoint.
Facts.
And, you know, From Hell to Chanel, I wanted that album to be an album that everybody could feel. I didn't want it to be, a pick-me-ass album where I'm just trying to appeal to the men so they could deem me the best rapper ever. I don't care about that shit. Because at the end of the day, I need the women to have a voice. Like, the whole point why a lot of times we don't get listened to because we're so busy trying to appeal to men. Stop.
Right.
Right.
I
Talking
agree with
right
that,
now.
Chyna. I agree
Talking,
with that.
China.
Like, I don't care to appeal to men. Men just gonna feel what I do because I'm good.
Facts.
Bingo.
Now, we've been focusing on a lot of positive. You know what I
Right.
mean? Relationship with Velnan. You know what I mean? From Hell to Chanel. What are some negatives? What like, for instance, like you're getting deeper in the game. You know what I mean? What are some things that you look at or you notice and you see and you're like, damn, like that's some real whack shit. You know what I mean? Like what are some things that the deeper you get in the game, you're like,
The cons.
I hate this shit.
why aren't there any female shows and tours?
That's a good question.
Interesting.
Expand on it.
Is that a hypothetical?
No, that's dead ass. Why aren't there?
I ain't gonna front. I was able
If
to
you-
follow up too.
If you see you see these lineups, it's a whole bunch of dudes than one chick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
Did-
Rolling
didn't
Loud
Meg-
shit
only
just
person
got
I think
released.
is on tour, I think, is Sexy Red. I think she's the only female I know at the moment that's on tour.
Nicki's
Meg,
on
what,
tour.
what about Meg?
I'm not sure Meg's on. Is Meg on tour?
Meg just left tour.
Yeah, Meg just left tour. Nicki just
But that's
announced
more
something
mainstream.
else. Right.
I'm talking
You
about.
mean like underground?
Yeah. Oh,
Or-
the mainstream girlies.
under overground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under overground.
Do you think, matter of fact, just to piggyback on what Sim was saying and what your response is, do you think because the underground space is so male dominated that you have to work 3 times as hard to even function in a situation where there could be a tour?
Absolutely, but again, it's still a demand for it. Like, if you listen to our music, why wouldn't you want to see us perform?
That's a fact.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And again, when we talked about the event with Vel, that room was packed. It
Packed.
wasn't like it was 5 niggas in that fucking room.
We
You know
put
what
that
I mean?
together.
Catch Up was all the way packed.
We put that together.
I love that place too, by the way. Shout out to Catch Up.
Like, Val hit me, was like, yo, I'm coming to New York. You got a venue we could perform at? I said, I'll find one.
Yeah,
I hit up Catch Up, and, we worked out what we worked out. We put the bread up, and we got what we got. So that's that.
Great energy in
Yeah,
there.
I did right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Vibe.
I keep referencing it because I came away from that night like, yo, I was really impressed. Like, how everything played out, the energy, the performance, even the fucking lighting. Like, everything
Everything.
just came together really nice. But,
And then y'all had to, and then we had vibes at the end. Like, it
Course.
wasn't like, it was just a show, and then everybody,
It was dope.
beating their dicks, pause,
There you
at
go.
the end of the night.
Yo.
But I'm just, hey, you know how it
We
be.
got the China pause, man. We got it.
China.
I paused myself. Anyway, but still. Y'all annoying. No, but seriously, like, I just, I want to give a show. Like, when I do a show, I want it to be a show. I want y'all to enjoy ourselves, watch what you watch, party a little bit, intermingle, get saucy, get sexy, take somebody home. Like, listen, have fun. Like, let it be
you're not lying.
vibes.
You're not lying because the running joke at the Rap Round Table is when we go to certain underground shows,
Ain't no chicks.
it's like 100 niggas and it's 3 ladies there. And usually those 3 ladies, if they're not the bartender, they
with the
they there with the rappers. So it's like when we went to this joint and it was like, oh, it's girls in here. Oh shit.
China
The
brought
girls was doing
ladies
security.
too.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was the feminine energy was in abundance.
Right.
I'm like, this is what we need. More girls at these events.
More ladies.
But
can
this is my point. So why wouldn't you make the shows with the female artists? Of course, they're gonna bring the women out.
Talk
This is
heavy.
facts.
From the draw to conclusions, powers
Yeah,
that
you
be.
figured you
China's
would
putting
see
y'all
that,
on the
right?
spot. Like, what's going on?
I'm not even putting y'all on the spot. I'm giving y'all an alley oop. This bread, bro. Get it.
Even if it's like
Hey.
like an all ladies tour, maybe like 3-4 artists. You know what I'm saying?
That would be way
that
more
would be
lit. I'm gonna be honest
crazy.
with you.
Like, that would be a movie.
That's a fact.
It's titties and ass. Okay.
You said it. You said more than enough. More than enough.
Titties,
You
ass,
sold Dini.
Yeah,
weed,
I'm there.
Dini
and
sold.
brew. What
And
more
good
could a
music,
nigga-
and
all
good
the music,
music.
good music.
All
What
the
more
stock.
could you ask
You
for?
know what I'm saying?
As a man, what more could you ask for?
Come on.
As anybody.
Exactly.
All right.
Like, I don't want to go to a sausage
You said the
fest.
magic word.
I hate it every time, so I ain't gonna lie. I'm there for the music, but it'd be nice if some girls is here. You know what I mean?
But you gotta understand, a lot of times, as a woman, you
Don't get in
wanna
trouble,
go,
China.
Right. I had to figure out how to reword that.
Dig it.
But a lot of times, it can be uncomfortable in those spaces as a woman. You know what I mean? And first of all like the music, if you like the music, you like it. But I'm making a shot in the dark right now. A lot of women don't really like migrate to our type of music. So
Yeah, play.
Yeah.
so
Why do you
it's
think that is?
because
Oh, you know.
it's a frequency. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I can't shake my ass, why am I going? I don't want to hear somebody rah rah rah, shot a nigga, da 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 da. Like,
Oh shit!
Yo, man.
Rah, 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 shot a nigga.
That's exactly how they sound.
Yo,
though, like,
bro, the key that happened.
Yo,
because it's real shit.
It's
Hey.
real shit, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm letting niggas live. You know why? You know why I'm fucking with it? Because I remember the last time we had Chyna here, we were griping about the pussy rapping.
Yes.
And Chyna was like, we should do it. I've seen now that she's had, a little bit of growth and she understands that there's lanes for everything. I'm not going to shake ass. But if you like my music, come pull up. I like the growth, Chyna. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
listen, because again, you have to do a lot of self-reflection. The pussy rappers, yes. Like I said, I fucks with them. You know what I mean? I will always fuck with them because that's they shit. And they stand on what they do. Like I got into an argument I was on live the other day.
I popped in for a second.
And
Twitter lives are dangerous.
no, this was Instagram, even worse.
Twitter live. Yeah.
And the dude told me he don't want to hear women rap about their vaginas. So I said, well, what you want to hear?
He said that to the wrong person.
He sure did. I was like, why are you here? Like, do you not know who you like? And this is my thing, right? I'm gonna say this. Like, where's the damn camera? Listen, okay.
You got
Well, you got two.
You got
okay,
multiple.
right. So listen here, right? Know the artist that you're talking to. Know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like, before you decide to open your mouth and type. Like, Joe Buttons really ate with that one when he was like, stop fucking typing. Like, just stop typing shit.
Shout out to Joe.
And for me to agree, stop fucking typing. Like, just know what you're saying. Like, people just, and a lot of people troll. But my thing is this. He came on my live and he literally was like, I don't want to hear women talk about their vaginas. I was
do.
like, I mean, yeah. But, exactly. I said, so what you're saying to me is a woman telling you what she wants to do to you and what she would possibly do to you with a nice tone in your ear doesn't sound good to you? He was like, nah. I said, so you'll listen to guys talk about they get head all day on a track. He was like, yeah, that sounds better.
That's crazy. Wow.
And if that ain't the biggest ayo, I don't know what is.
Yo, lava.
Wow.
Wicked.
Yo.
Like,
Wicked.
and mind
I
you,
would've just blocked, bro.
listen.
One fire upon him.
Hold on. Am I lying? Okay.
All right. We're not going to talk about that guy anymore.
No, we're not. But I'm
what I mean?
just saying, this is the things that, as a woman, you have to deal with. Like,
He
and
didn't think that went through at all.
I don't care what he thought
Yeah.
through. He typed it.
I want to hear niggas
He
rap
put that
about
in black
getting
and
meat.
white.
Like, but what? And then you hit send?
Wait.
But he want gun balls from China.
No, but
Oh my god.
He wanted to sound like Tay-Rock and shit.
I don't know what he wanted to hear, but,
Hey, but look,
I shot a nigga.
I'm going back. I'm going back in time because I want to ask about the song in particular. But I remember we were in Chinatown, that little rooftop situation.
Chinatown sound, a good vibe. Beautiful vibe.
Chyna Streetz. Because one thing about the underground audience is that they either really like you
Or
they don't.
Yeah.
And the crowd response to you will tell you exactly where you are as an artist.
Facts.
It's the closest thing to being on the Apollo, in my opinion.
Facts.
You know what I mean? When you performed, I don't know who gassed you. That was one of my favorite live moments
that one
because the whole crowd was locked in. Male and the 4 females alike. They were all locked in with Chyna
The
Streetz.
Jafanchi shark boots were made for walking that night.
So I want to know, it's a 2-part question.
Mm-hmm.
What was your mind frame when you made that record, and did you know that would be the kind of song that would grab a room regardless of the room that you're in?
Okay, I wrote the song to garner that attention, but I was extremely angry when I wrote that song.
I can tell.
And, somebody tried me,
Oh, damn.
and
That
we
was
see
the
who
wrong
won.
move.
We see.
That was the wrong move. Or the right move. 'cause
Great hook on the
it-
joint.
it resulted in that song.
I don't know who gassed you to think you could fuck with me.
Yeah, that shit rang off. I ain't gonna.
Like, was it like what is that? What did that feel like for you? Like in those moments when you perform it and the crowd is jacking it and it's just the energy is palpable. Like, what is that like for you as an artist?
I mean, it's euphoria.
Energy.
Like, it's what you do it for. You know, like me performing is like my reward. When the crowd is literally looking you in your eyes, screaming your song back at you, trying to rap your shit better than you. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like it's amazing. Like, you see people tweeting your lyrics or people walking up to you. I could be walking down the street and somebody be like, I don't know who gassed you. Like, that shit is fun to me. Like, I be like,
You basically have an anthem.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got a couple.
That's what's up.
But yeah, you know, I have people that walk up to me. Like, I have performed it at Top Shelf the other day, and you know,
I'm tight we missed that show. But it's
Salute to
okay.
Top Shelf.
shout out to Top Shelf.
always
But
show
you
up.
know, I perform it because it's one of my staples. But you know, I'm moving the tour along. You know, sometimes. So you know,
That might be one of your joints you might always have to do. You know,
No, that's one of them.
yeah,
Hands
nah,
down.
I know. I perform it at the end.
yeah.
So like another record that I'm curious about because again, you guys, y'all obviously are together.
Right.
But you're not in each other's face. Y'all don't make us sick, right? Which I appreciate, you
Right.
know.
Thanks.
Where we have the song Matrimony, we see the album Art Will Mute, the
Fire.
single art for it. Like, were you uncomfortable taking that approach and making a record and basically, you know, showing your relationship?
See, the funny thing is, I didn't even think I was showing it.
It's called Matrimony, girl.
I mean,
Did you listen to the lyrics?
I guess because we
Yes.
know, you know what I mean?
Maybe we made it right.
Yeah, maybe
we going in
because
like
we're
that.
already privy.
Right.
You know.
I was about to say y'all blowing me up right now. Like,
Next question.
no. No, okay. So let me say it like this. Like, I'm not one of those like people that's like overzealous about it. You know what I
Right.
mean? But you know, the people asked me to make a song with them. So, you know, duh. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's my debut album here, of course, you know. And I wanted to make the song the furthest thing away from a love song. Like, I didn't want it to be anything about love. Like, the song is, like, somebody literally wrote in the comments of the video and was like, you would have think that Rome would have been introducing her to the rap game. Did you listen to the lyrics? I'm
Listen
talking
to the
about
song.
selling drugs, bro.
There go the comment section.
There you
again.
go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
But it's like, that's why you got to stay out of them, because you literally see like people's thought patterns. And I don't like to be mean. I'm going to keep reiterating this. I don't like to be mean, but I like to think. And those two things don't coincide.
Shit. Chyna telling the truth.
It's true. If you're a thinker, you're going to be mean at times. Because it's just going to be some shit.
People are gonna want that.
Is
like,
it-
This is
more-
why I
Is
fuck
it-
with her right here. You know
there
what I mean?
some
We
things-
the same side, so our point of view is the same. But
Is there,
you know what I
is there
mean?
some things you would like to get off your chest right now? Not at anyone in particular,
Right.
but like maybe at some point,
your own lawn.
right? Your own lawn,
Who do you want to kick off your lawn?
right? You see some comment or you seen some tweet. And you're like, oh, I wish I could reply to this person, but I don't want to like flame them. You can flame them right now. Just don't say the name. Anything you want to get off your chest.
Where's my phone?
Uh-oh.
She's about to go to the
I was about
notes,
to say
y'all.
don't force it, but she's like, I got something in the store.
No, I'm not forcing it, but I'm just saying, just go online. Like, literally, the internet just irritates me. Like,
It's a dangerous place.
it's a dangerous place if you like play the game. Like, you really just gotta post and go.
Straight like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Straight like that.
For real.
I'm learning that lesson
Like,
every
I
day.
stay off the internet. Like, I promise you, the way I've learned how to play the internet is amazing. I will post and I will close the app. I will post and I will close the app. I don't even care what y'all talk about in the comment section.
Notifications off.
They've been off for years. Them
Yeah.
shit's been off since Hourglass. Like, like I don't want to know what you have to say. Like, I'll get to it when I get to it. You know what I mean? Let me digest things in my own time. You know.
Respect.
Now that can don't always do that because sometimes you might get a response from somebody and time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. Sometimes Java would be like, "Yo, you ain't get the notification." I'm like, "My notifications is off." Bro. Like,
Turn them off.
I
That's
check shit when
anxiety.
I check shit.
Noted.
No, that's anxiety. Listen, my thing is this: if you need to contact me, hit my phone.
Right.
Direct.
If you don't have that phone number,
You asked
Maybe he
out.
wasn't supposed to contact
Right.
you.
You're not in the circle then.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
all it
you know what I'm
is.
saying?
Quote tweet me or some shit.
Last question for you, going forward now. You mentioned that you're gonna have Hourglass too, but like give us a kind of point of view or roadmap as to what's next for Chyna. What's your goals? What exactly are you trying to accomplish with this next wave? Now that you have even more eyes on you, more success, how are you trying to elevate?
just keep outdoing myself. Hourglass 2, you know, it's completely produced by Wavy the God.
Wavy.
Oh, that's
shit.
Wavy. Salute to the homie.
That's one guy I need to talk to.
Yes,
Good
please.
dude.
Yeah. Let's get him up here. But you know, he did the first one, so you know that's our thing. So I felt it was time to revisit that, you know. Give y'all some vibes, you know. That's where Ghetto Diva came from. Who gassed you for y'all?
Yep.
Like, so you know how I'm coming back around again. But I have another album on the way as well. So Hourglass 2 is another EP, and then
Anything this year, or are we looking at 2025?
Surprising. All right, say that.
Uh-oh.
Say that.
Look.
I said sooner than y'all think.
Oh, okay.
Looking forward.
So
No further
You
questions.
know,
y'all.
a great MC.
all I'm gonna say is it's gonna get real spooky around here.
Right.
So I'm talking
How about this? Anything you trying to manifest?
aspirations.
Yeah, I just want to be able to take care of my family completely. I gotta retire my mama until I
Shout
can
out to
retire.
Mama Streetz.
Shout out to Mama Streetz, both of them. So
Facts.
That's dope.
until I can retire my mama, I'm grinding. So you know,
shit.
Respect.
whatever's in my way, like I'm attacking it. Like you know, at once upon a time I dreamed about this. Like
And here we are.
all this Meek Mill, you know, I used to pray for times like this. Like that's some real shit. That's some real shit. Like
It
I
is.
remember being in a jail cell telling my friends like I'm gonna do this shit, and they laughed at me, bro. They was like, "Yo, you're crazy." Like, cause I would buy like all the commissary notepads and shit like that, and just write all day. Like I would write. I even wrote a book in that motherfucker. I lost it. I don't know where it's at, but it was a good book. But the point of the matter was, you know, I used to write all day, every day, like all day, every day. And people would just laugh at me. I'd be in a mess hall writing. I'd be on the back dock writing. I'd be in my, whatever you want to call that thing, cubicle writing, you know? And that was my only focus. I just kept saying, when I get home, I'm going to do it. When I get home, I'm going to do it. When I get home, I'm going to do it. And then I got home and I realized life wasn't as easy for you to just do that shit.
Yeah, it's
So, you know, but I got it done.
You're doing the work.
I got it done. And there's so much more to do. Like I'm at a point where I'm just now getting above water. So like it's still so much land to like conquer. Like, and I'm still hungry for it. So, you know, I'm not bored with this shit at all. Like I'm having fun. I'm having my way.
The success is breeding more hunger.
Yeah, definitely, because it's so much more. Like I get to be way more creative than I was. Like I get to
Spread
the
your wings.
stuff that was in my head that people made me feel crazy for, I can actually like express it now.
Right.
I can actually like put it on display for people, and I feel like people vibe with me. You know, like this
Developing that confidence.
I wouldn't say it's confidence. I would just say like I have the stage to go for it on. You know what I mean?
Drive.
It's more
Like,
breathing room now.
Yeah, like I always had the confidence. It's just I didn't have the platform. Now I have the platform to do what the fuck I want to do, and I'm gonna do it.
Everything's clicking. Yeah.
So I'm just happy, and like touring, you know, I went overseas. I never thought I'd be able to do that shit. I did that shit.
Big moves.
Yeah. Like
Shouts to it.
Shouts to it. I can't wait to get back at it. Like,
favorite place that you visit?
So far, all of them, because like the love over there is different.
Rome said the same thing.
It's true. The love over there is ridiculous. Like, I went over there and they were singing my words to me. Like, I was like,
dope.
oh.
They really like it.
Right?
They're not too cool to do it. That's the thing.
No, they ran up on me, grabbed my face, kissing me, all types of shit. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, go ahead. You know? And it was cool. Like, it was really, really cool being in that, space and just like being able to witness that. Like, shout out to Rome for bringing me on that tour. You know what I mean? It was an amazing experience, like especially at that point in my career. From Hell to Chanel wasn't even out yet. I was still riding off an Hourglass. So, I got to really see like this shit is real.
Yeah, that's what it could be.
Like, this shit is so real. Like, don't let nobody deter you. You know what I mean? It's a lot of negativity. It's a lot of static in a way. But if you're actually good at what you do, put your nose to the grindstone and just like tune everybody the fuck out and just go for that shit. Like, it's there. Like the internet is so big.
You can find,
There's people that are gonna like you. I literally go on the internet and I see whatever on there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I could shout out like social medias and stuff like that. Okay. I be on TikTok all day seeing crazy shit. Like, people getting paid off of everything. So
Some Spider-Man folks he's talking about, right?
You talking about the Miles Morales?
The human NPCs.
She want to air him out. I got you, Sean. I got you.
talking about
Showing you that 820 glizzies in a row.
Nah,
what?
but I wasn't
But
even.
they getting paid.
I wasn't even talking about that, but y'all look crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. But like, no, but they for real. Like,
Thank you for your heart.
listen, I was
Another
about to,
glizzy.
listen. I was about to go on there and spit some bars. Like, whichever you put up there, you get another bar. Like,
they
for
gonna
real, for real.
Listen.
It's money and everything. You just gotta know how to market yourself. And the thing about it is, like I said, TikTok is such a big app. Before they shut that shit down, go over there and get a bag. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, I'll be on there looking up perfumes all day. I got a perfume addiction. I do. I got a body spray perfume addiction. Like,
You did walk in here this morning.
Like immaculate. Shout out to you.
it's Latafa.
Ah.
Run me my check.
No.
Now,
About to go buy that.
listen, I'll send you the link. But like, and they have a man one too.
Uh-oh.
They do.
Fresh smell goods.
Listen, I bought Sir two of them.
Sir.
That's his name. His name is Sir.
China giving us game
He
just
needs
like
a
the
check,
last time.
and we need a check.
Talk about it.
At this point.
Talk about it.
Listen, man, a great man named Mos Def once said, you better buy the rookie card now. Y'all fucked up about 3-4 years ago with China doing that. You know what I mean? The price is a little higher now, but y'all need to buy the
Right.
stock.
Yesterday's
Because everything
price.
China has come in and
Not
said
today's
has
price.
manifested, just like Sin said. So I'm buying the stock personally. You know what I mean? I already bought it, but I'm telling them to buy
Hard
the
work
stock.
pays
You know?
off.
I just want to say before we wrap this up that, like, I see the change in the energy. You still China, but like the focus level is you definitely have tunnel vision right now.
Absolutely.
And I love it. I love that for you. I want nothing but an abundance of success for you because I get to
Thank
watch
you.
and say, I know her. And she did that shit. Everything she said she was going to do, she did that shit.
Did that
and
shit.
I would say between the first appearance and the second appearance, you've literally done everything you said you were going to do. So I have 110% confidence that you're going to continue to do what you say you're going to do. And we're going to be flies on the wall enjoying your reign. But for the people who might not know who the hell you are and they tuning into the Rap Roundtable for the first time, where can they find you on social media?
Well, my name is Chyna Streetz, China with a Y, Streets with a Z at the end. That's on all platforms. I didn't change it yet, so just find me there until further notice.
Lock in with her. She manifests and she accomplishes shit. That's the kind of person you want around you. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Dini the Balance, take us home.
Shout out to our esteemed guest, the incomparable Chyna Streetz, back in the building again. You know the vibes. Macito,
My boy.
the voice of the culture, sincere, production extraordinaire, technician, that guy. Jarvie, point guard, lobs effervescent,
Mount
always
Rushmore.
runs the offense. You see how we ball over here. Walt, you know the vibes, my guy. I'm Dean the Balance of the Force, and without
We got
power,
a shout out too. She in the
Shout
Oh,
out.
shout out to the camera, love. What's your name again, beautiful? L. Shout out
Shouts
to L.
to L on
Funny,
the
my
cameras,
lady
man.
named L too. Shout out to L on the camera. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to the listeners. We here with Chyna Streetz and L. You know what it is, the Rap Round Table. We up.
Bad influence, baby.
Yeah.